Here goes.
Hi everybody, welcome to RV Afterlife. Roger and Delana here. We are getting ready to set out from Grand Portage, Minnesota to Isle Royale National Park. We booked our trip probably 4 months ago on the Sea Hunter 3, and we're going to take you along. Okay, so we had a really foggy ride over from the mainland today, but we have arrived on a beautiful sunny July day, and we are at the entrance to the national park in Windigo, Michigan. So here we go. We're only going to be on Isle Royale for about 3 hours, so we're going to take the Feltman Lake Trail. It looks like it might be just enough.
Be easy, but it's a hill nonetheless.
It's a hill, and it's rocky. So, okay, let's see how it goes.
Huh?
I said this does not look like an easy trail.
Doesn't feel like one either.
Okay, so this was labeled an easy trail. What do you think?
Probably as easy as it gets. Careful.
That's why we have the stick, huh? Oh, and I heard about these path crossings.
We'll do it one at a time.
Just in case somebody falls in.
Well, in case there's a weak board. Weight limits and all.
I have to say I'm not loving these little skinny boards to walk over.
You really not liking we fell off one, huh?
I would really like neither one of us to fall off one. Maybe don't put the walking stick down so it can't trip me up.
Can't even tell how deep it is.
Nope. I just know I don't want to go off this little trail. I wasn't sure that these walking sticks were going to be worth having the bother with on the boat and stuff, but now I'm kind of glad we have them. Very pretty.
Oh.
It's mid-July and there are still lots of wildflowers.
Oh, bright red, orange. Pretty.
Yeah. The bees are abuzz with this one.
Oh, you can hear them going.
Oh, you can still see the fog on the water further out. Look at how clear it is, though.
Pretty shallow right in here too.
Yeah.
But wow. Wonder how many people come out here a year.
They said it's the least visited.
Yeah, but I was thinking of a number.
Wow.
Or at least curious about a number.
This side, the Windigo side, is probably much less visited
You think?
than the other side. Well, there's restaurants and hotels and lodging and stuff over there.
Yeah.
On the Michigan side.
But we're a lot closer to the harbor on the mainland coming into Windigo than they are up on, was it Rockport?
Rockport, yeah. I think it's like a 5-hour ferry ride from there, and it was only an hour and a half from Minnesota. I can't imagine being that cold for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Is that just erosion, you think, or?
I don't know.
I'd like not to be a den of any kind.
Washing out under there, I would imagine.
Okay. All right. Well.
They're not going to, even if it is a den of something or other. Ooh.
Yeah, that was close. Almost stepped right in.
Weight limit to this trail.
Why is that?
Uh-huh.
Now this is somebody's warped idea of steps.
Just the loop, you think?
I don't know. Thankful for the stick, because at any moment I feel like I could fall off of something like this. And this would be steps up to a bridge. It's a pretty rotted board.
Oh well. This is the Rock of Ages lighthouse. They're refurbishing it now. The lighthouse is still in service, but they use a LED lens and solar power to light the lamp. It's out in Lake Superior. I'm not sure how far. You can still see Isle Royale off in the distance, but it literally is in the middle of nowhere.
Well, we are back from our day at Isle Royale. It was an all-day thing, and we just thought we'd give you a little recap of just what we thought about the day, what we did to prepare for it. We have, of course, opposite evaluations, so I'll let Roger go first.
Well, this is July 18th? 18th or 19th?
15th, 16th.
Yeah, whatever.
It's mid-July.
Mid-July. The water out there is only 38 degrees. So you're like on an ice box to begin with, and then you hit it at about 35, 40 miles an hour on the boat, and it becomes a freezer. We were prepared to a certain extent, but I don't think we were that prepared.
Well, and I'll tell you what we did take with us. We wish we'd have had a warmer coat, so I'll come back to that in a minute. So that was the boat ride to get to Isle Royale, and then once you're there,
and the boat ride back was just the same. But
yeah.
anyway, once you're there, you've only got 4 hours, and we went to the restrooms first. We went to listen to a presentation on a lighthouse being restored. That's in the video. At least the lighthouse is. And we went to the information building and the store. And then we started on a hike, and we didn't have enough time to reach the payoff. We got, I don't even have a clue how close we were.
We hiked out about an hour and 10 minutes, and there was no sign that we were getting close to. It was an overlook, and what people said when they came back was it was not really a lake. It was kind of overlooking a little pond. But we were just not going to miss the boat. So
No.
we went back. We were back about 30 minutes early. We had our lunch on the dock, and it was a beautiful day. It was warm out on the island, even though it was super cold on the boat getting there. So
when we got back on the boat to come back, we tried sitting in the cabin.
Interior.
Interior cabin. And it was so crowded, the bench seats were so small. I could tell it was going to be a bit of a claustrophobic ride. So Delana stayed inside, and I went back outside and sat on a bench on the side of the cabin, which, again, remember, the lake's 38 degrees and the boat's doing 30 or 40 miles an hour, and it was very cold.
Yeah.
So I guess my takeaway from it is that I guess if you know all of the conditions and circumstances going into it, make up your own mind, but I wouldn't recommend it for those particular reasons. It's cold, it's cramped, the day trip doesn't really give you enough time to cover much ground. So for me, it's a no-go again. I'm glad I went this time just to check it off the bucket list, but I wouldn't eagerly go back.
Okay, so I will say this. Windigo is definitely not handicap accessible. The boat has just a few steps to get up to it, but everything is uphill from the boat. The ranger station, which is where you can buy your patches and stickers and stuff like that, is up quite a steep hill, and then the general store is up even further than that. We joke about the fact that it felt like it was uphill both ways on the trails, but it really did feel like it was uphill both ways. And it's a beautiful place. I don't want to discount that at all. I'm absolutely glad we went. The trails are
Treacherous.
narrow, as you saw in the video, and they're really small. So
a lot of roots and a lot of rocks.
Yeah, you pretty much have to watch where your feet are going. And I almost did not take walking sticks, but I think they were absolutely essential. It probably saved me at least 3 or 4 times from hitting the ground. So would I go again? Probably. I would like to see the other side of the island, but we'd have to do that, Rock Harbor, from Michigan instead of from Minnesota. I mean, you can take an airplane, a seaplane, but they're quite expensive. So I just want to share what we took and what we really needed. We did pretty well, I think. We watched tons of videos, so of course we took bug spray. The bugs and flies were not as bad as I thought they would be, so that was good. We did take a raincoat because we had heard that the boat ride could be pretty wet.
It
Also,
wasn't.
yeah, we did not get wet on this. I don't know what was different.
Might be the
Um,
boat from Copper Harbor. Is that it on the
yeah,
Michigan side?
yeah.
Over to Rock Harbor on the island. But our boat ride was dry.
Okay. So we not only took rain gear, but we also had a change of clothes in plastic bags in our backpack. We had a poncho as well, just in case it was really wet. We did take our own food, and I'm glad we did. There was no restaurants or delis. They had freeze-dried food and snack type stuff in their little store, but that was all there was. Now, we had been told that we would have to wear a mask, but we did not. So that was a nice surprise. We took gloves, warm hats. I even took my winter scarf, which I was hoping to never wear again, and I used it. So I'm glad we did. I mentioned the walking stick, and then we took, I'm thinking that was really about it.
Three bottles of water each.
Yeah, we did take 3 bottles of water, and although we didn't use it, it wasn't that hot today. There is only one source of potable water, and that's right at the dock. So if you're really going to go out there and walk, either have to take your water or you have to filter it. And
If you find a source, we didn't. Yeah, we did see a source.
yeah, I don't
It's
recall
hard. It would
seeing
have
a
been hard.
source.
We crossed the little creek.
We did take the Feltman Trail, and it was supposed to take 45 minutes, and I don't know if it was just us or if it was. I mean, we were going kind of slow because it was kind of treacherous with all the rocks and the roots and stuff. So we could have been just right around the corner from the payoff, the overlook, but we weren't going to risk being late because there was somebody who was late for the boat, and the boat left her. So we're glad that didn't happen. But
She incurred the charge of a float plane, a hotel room about 60 miles away, and a rental car to get back here.
and I'm betting that she didn't see that much more than we did. So, well, that's our day at Isle Royale. So hopefully you enjoyed the video and that it was some help. See you next time.
See ya.